Welcome. I'm John Durbin from Boyd, and I'm excited to have this opportunity to introduce you to our new product, the ROL2300 Cooling Distribution Unit, or CDU. This innovative new product can do 2.3 megawatts at an 8 degrees C approach temperature, or 1.15 megawatts at a 4 degrees C approach temperature. All this is capable in a very small, compact design, 40 inches wide, 48 inches deep, and 84 inches tall. This will enable it to fit in a very compact space in your data center. It moves around on 4 casters on the bottom, which have leveling feet to secure it once you get it in the desired location. There's 4 eye hooks on the top for ease of loading or unloading. As you look at the exterior, I'll point out a couple key characteristics. We have an 8.4-inch HMI screen. This is where the user will interact with the system. You can control the system as well as get data feedback. In an event that you have a situation where the system needs to come down rapidly, we have an optional emergency off button. You'll notice that the front French doors are easy to access and don't take up much space. This limits the amount of aisle space you need for service and maintenance. We have the same doors on the back side. This is the front of the unit. This is where you access the pumps and the electronic box, as well as, like I mentioned, user interface. The back side is where you'll access the filters. On the top, which you can't see from this view, there are 4-inch tri-clamp connections to connect to overhead manifolds. These are very simple to install, and that's your secondary supply, secondary return, primary supply, and primary return. Also on the top of the unit is where the main power feed comes in. This is 380 to 480 voltage AC, 50 to 60 hertz. We also have our Ethernet connection on the top of the unit to go back to the facility. That is where the Modbus serial, Modbus TCP/IP, or BACnet protocols are communicated with the facility. Through that interface, the facility has the ability to receive the data, to have visuals into what the system is doing, as well as to control certain parameters. As we go inside the unit, we have the heart of the system, which is 2 30 horsepower pumps. These pumps are redundant. They can run together or separately for swapping capability, as well as easy maintenance. They provide the pressure and the flow to the secondary loop. We operate at 400 gallons per minute, up to 55 PSI differential allowable at the data center. That's exterior to the unit. This enables a wide variety of cold plate options because of our large pressure differential. That circuit is protected by 25 micron filters. This is very important because we ensure that our system can provide that much pressure with clogged filters, and those filters ensure that the cold plates are receiving clean fluid so that they're not clogged and performance is not hurt. On the primary side, we also protect the unit with a 500 micron filter. This is to protect the heat exchanger from anything that may be in the facility water loop. I mentioned before the HMI screen. This is where the sensor data is fed back to the user, as well as, remember, over the Ethernet back to the facility. We have redundant sensors everywhere, pressure and temperature on both the secondary and the primary loop. We use 3 redundant sensor philosophy. This enables us to have a voting criteria so that we can believe our sensor data. And if one sensor fails, we know that it's failed because we have 2 other sensors that are reading correctly. We also have level sensors. Level sensors are in the secondary loop for the pump, as well as in the fill reservoir. This system also includes a fill reservoir and expansion tanks. The fill reservoir allows for makeup water if you have a server come in or out and you introduce air into the system. And the expansion tanks allow the system to fluctuate with temperature, as well as ensure a positive back pressure on the pumps. Back to the fill reservoir. It's a very convenient way to fill the system up. We have 2 pumps, a makeup pump and a fill pump, that you can connect to a bucket, a drum, or any sort of tote that holds water or PGW. The secondary side is designed to run on 100% water or 25% propylene glycol water, and the facility side is designed for 100% water. Back to the sensors. Our sensors are all hot swappable. The pressure sensors are on Schrader valves. to enable easy replacement, and the thermal couples are in thermal wells to allow easy replacement as well. Everything is on connectors, so there's no rewiring anywhere in the system. Coming back to the electronics box, we have two primary enclosures to separate the high voltage from the controls. A single high voltage feed comes in to the electronics enclosure. We also have each pump on its own circuit breaker to enable them to be hot swappable if there is a failure. We also have redundant power supply on the 24-volt bus, which is how our controls and all of our sensors are operated. Coming back to the service of the system. The system can be serviced from the front and rear only. Therefore, it can be right up against other equipment or another CDU. The pumps are removed from the bottom. The filters are removed from the backside. The filters are all hot swappable, meaning you can run the system while you change a single filter, and then you reintroduce that filter into the system. This ensures the most amount of uptime.